Hi and welcome. Today we'll be talking about a question that came out in the preliminary examination of 2023 for Methodist Girls School Primary. This question is found in paper 2 and it's question 15. It is as follows. The ratio of the number of girls to boys in Hall A is 7:3. The ratio of the number of girls to boys in Hall B is 2:7. The total number of pupils in Hall A is 2/3 the total number of pupils in Hall B. Part A asks, what is the ratio of the number of boys in Hall A to the number of boys in Hall B? Express your answer in the simplest form. Okay, first things first, let's figure out how we want to go about this question. Do we want to use the model method or do we want to use something else? Well, in this case, because it is mainly about ratios, let's just use the ratios directly. So we will not be drawing any models in this case. So, first things first. We know that the total number of pupils in Hall A is 2/3 the number of pupils in Hall B, which means that the ratio is 2/3 is to 1. But this is not a very nice ratio to work with since there are fractions. Let's go ahead and multiply by 3 on both sides. We get 2:3. Okay, this is a much nicer ratio. So we know that the ratio of the number of pupils in A to the number of pupils in B is 2:3. So let's put that aside. So it's gonna be like this. Let's park that aside. Okay, next, let's use the information from the first sentence. For Hall A, the ratio of the number of girls to the number of boys is going to be 7:3. And for Hall B, the ratio of the number of girls to the number of boys is going to be 2:7. Ultimately, we need to make sure that the number of units for each of these would be in a ratio of 2:3. What do we do? First things first, let's figure out how many units there even are for Hall A and Hall B. Well, it's pretty simple. The number of units for Hall A is 7 plus 3, which is 10 units. The number of units for Hall B is 2 plus 7, which is 9 units. So this clearly is not in a 2:3 ratio, so we're probably going to need to multiply these number of units by something. Let's try multiplying 10 by 2. That would mean we have 20 units. If we want a ratio of 2:3, we would need to get 20 divided by 2 times 3, which is 30 units. But is there a nice number that would multiply 9 to get 30? Well, no. So let's not use that. Instead, maybe let's try to use 30 units to start out with. So if we have 30 divided by 2 times 3, this should give us 45. Is there a nice number to multiply 9 by to get 45? Well, yeah. You can multiply by 5. And here, as we have stated earlier, we are going to multiply by 3. So what that means is that we are going to be multiplying this ratio by 3. So this gives us 21:9. This ratio we are going to be multiplying by 5. So this gives us 10:35. So we want the ratio of the number of boys in Hall A to the number of boys in Hall B. Well, 9 units, 35 units. So part A, the answer is 9:35. There is no way to simplify this because, yeah. Okay, not too bad yet. Part B says that after a total of 375 boys left the hall, the percentage of all the girls became 62%. How many boys remains in the hall? First things first, notice that the number of girls did not change. No girls left the hall. So the number of girls remains the same. How many girls? Well, we don't know yet. But how many units? Well, the number of units is going to be, oops, this is going to be 21 plus 10. So 21 plus 10, which is 31 units. Okay, not too bad. This makes up 62%. So what percentage of boys is that left? Well, the percentage of boys should be 100% minus 62%, which gives us 38%. Now what? Well, we know that 62% is 31 units. So that means that one unit is going to be 62% divided by 31, which is 2%. So the number of units of boys left is going to be, number of units of boys left is going to be 38 divided by 2, which is 19. So there are 19 units of boys left. Initially, how many units were there? Well, that's going to be 9 plus 35. 9 plus 35, which is going to be 44. Which means that 44 units minus 19 units is going to be equal to the number of boys that left, which is 375. What does this mean? Well, it means that 25 units is 375. So 1 unit is going to be 375 divided by 25. 375 divided by 25, that is equal to 15. So the question asks, how many boys remains in the hall? Well, we know that the number of boys left is 19. So all we gotta do is take, number of boys is going to be 19 times 15, which is equal to 285. So the number of boys left is going to be 285. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.